We don't want to give you heart attacks. Ollie Murs there and Troublemaker at 1:43. Day 4 now of our Leicester Heroes. Back in October, remember Rick Basra? In fact, all this week we've been talking about Rick Basra and his fantastic event that took place. I think it was around the 25th of October. Anyway, towards the end of October, he held the first Leicester Heroes Award ceremony. Teamed up with the University of Leicester and
put them in chicken
7
stock,
unsung
a little bit of chicken
heroes
stock,
from
and cook
our
them.
beautiful city and counties of Leicester.
We'll make them taste a bit more chickeny.
All fuelled by his campaign to increase the number of stem cell donors in the UK. He himself was diagnosed with a rare type of blood cancer. He was saved by a donor who lived in Germany, who was effectively his hero. So he thought, you know what? I'm going to give back. That's what it's all about, giving back. So he said, right, let's look for our heroes here. You know, the folks that do incredible work that we don't hear about. And I have two very, very selfless ladies in the studio with me today. They've worked tirelessly to aid refugee families in Calais, but I hear also closer to home too. We'll find out more in a moment. So, very good afternoon to Rebecca Spilane and Sophie Cottis-Allan. And, well, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
Don't just shy me now. We were having a nice little natter just now. So, unsung heroes. What does it feel like to be called a hero?
Very, very strange. I don't think we necessarily see ourselves as heroes. There was something that needed doing and we just wanted to do it, really. And the other thing is that what we've achieved with our group, Ellie Solidarity, we couldn't have done without the hundreds of other people that work with us as well. And so we feel a little bit bad, really, don't we? That
yeah, also there are people that do far, far more than what we've done. So
okay, we're going to stop there. You're doing amazing work. You do amazing work. Right. What is it you do exactly?
But it basically is a Facebook page that started, and we just asked originally for aid that we were going to send over to France. So we were asking for sleeping bags and blankets, and then it just exploded, and it went from that to helping local refugees families in Leicester, to sending a whole container full of food over to Syria. Now we're doing a container to Lebanon. It's all
a container, ship it. They're huge.
40 foot.
Yeah, 40 foot shipping container.
God. Why did you do this? Because you two both also lead very busy lives. You have day jobs.
Yeah.
Why did you feel the urge to help?
I think originally it started about a week before those pictures of Island Kurdi washed up on the beach came out. And I saw what was going on, and I thought, okay, Calais not very far. I'll see if there are any people that want to give me some stuff to take out there. And then Rebecca was the first one to join the group and jump on. And within a week, we had hundreds of people on the group wanting to do stuff. And so we thought, well, we can't let this go to waste. We've got to use this. We've got to, take this momentum. And so it just became very big. We ended up getting a warehouse. We've bought a van that has its own personality called Aoife.
I was going to say, what and who is Aoife?
Aoife is a beautiful big blue van that has taken us to France several times and all over the country collecting aid, all over the county delivering aid. And she is battered and old and blue, but she's beautiful and she has personality, and we love her very much.
What does Aoife mean?
It's just the last three letters on her registration.
Oh, okay.
But it suits her personality. And I do have to say very quickly, thank you to my husband Chris for buying her for her.
Oh, wonderful. So what was it like in Calais?
Things that I saw in Calais and Dunkirk, because we concentrated on Dunkirk a bit more, what I've sort of burnt into my soul forever. It was horrific. The conditions were horrendous, and I think that probably drove us on to carry on doing stuff, but it was just awful. I can't, the mud and the wet, because we went last winter when the conditions were at their worst, when we first started going. Yeah, it's indescribable. You couldn't possibly tell someone and they would understand.
People were literally living in the kind of tents that you have at music festivals, surrounded by mud that was, in some places, 30 centimetres deep. There were kids playing in dirty running water that had feces and stuff in. Everybody was ill. There was scabies all across the place. It was absolutely miserable. And yet, the refugees themselves was so accommodating to us, and welcomed us into their tents for tea and helped us unload the vans and helped us distribute the aid. So it was amazing to see the strength of character and the strength of will of these people to just keep on living. But it was awful to think that just across the pond there were people that was their day in and day out existence. It's not right. It's not right.
Okay, the camp known as the Jungle, is that the one that you visited?
Yeah,
the migrant camp. Yeah. That is no more.
No more.
So where are your efforts directed to now?
Sort of elsewhere. Well, there's still refugees in France. They haven't gone. There's a lot in Paris that need help. Still, Dunkirk camp still exists. That's still got about 1,000 people in it. That's 30 kilometres away from Calais, you know. So France does need some help, but we're kind of more focusing on the stuff you can put on containers, sending over directly to Syria.
What are you looking for? So you're still collecting?
We are still collecting. We've just finished our latest big collection run to make winter clothing packs for children out in Lebanon. We're now focusing on the areas that have got ridiculously huge refugee populations, Lebanon, Jordan, and within Syria itself. And so we've been collecting winter clothes. We are still short of things to make up the rest of the packs, so we've just put a fundraiser up, which you can access through our website, lesolidarity.co.uk. Just to buy the scarves, the gloves, the underwear and the sock that are needed to make up the rest. We have a warehouse full of duvets and kids' clothes. It's amazing. The response has been incredible. And then once we've sent this container off that we're doing along with various other East Midlands refugee organisations, we'll then look and see where the need is. The good thing about being a grassroots organisation is we can be really responsive. So if a call goes out saying this refugee camp in Greece or this camp here needs these items, we can very quickly rally people through our Facebook group and get it done.
So you're looking for financial donations or actual donations of items? What works?
Both work. There's something very nice about people giving their own things, and obviously we try to reuse as much as we can and promote recycling and that kind of thing. And when we do buy items, we try to source them from charity shops as much as possible as well. So both are equally important. It just, at the beginning of a collection, it's all about the material needs. At the end of a collection, it's about getting the funds to buy the bits that are missing. Because it's hard to give aid out in Lebanon. It has to be literally handed out very quickly off the back of a lorry. So the packs need to be self-contained, labelled, ready to go, so that it can just be done really efficiently.
Okay, so a few more questions before we go. So if somebody wants to donate actual items, how do they do that? Who do they give it to?
Contact us through the Facebook group, and we can sort of discuss with them what it is.
Mention it again. The Facebook.
Ellie Solidarity.
Yeah, Ellie space Solidarity. Search for that on Facebook, and you'll come up with us.
Okay. Secondly, you don't only do work abroad. You also work with refugees at home.
Yeah.
What do you do?
We've helped with so many local families with everything from furniture to toys to plates and bowls for the kitchen. We've helped people look for jobs and put them in contact with the right people that they might need, signposting. Really all we've done is made friends with all of the Syrians in Leicester.
And in return they help us right now in our warehouse. Bashar, who is our main he's basically the Syrian volunteer coordinator, isn't he? He has a team of people in our warehouse right now making up packs. They turn up regularly. They can always be relied on to help because they know we're trying to help their countrymen.
They know what it's like.
Yeah.
You both have day jobs, like I said. What do you do? What do you both do, Rebecca?
I'm a civilian in the police.
Okay, and Sophie?
I am a space engineering lecturer for the National Space Academy.
So where do you find the time?
I've got no idea.
Neither of us really sleep, so I think that helps. But again, this is where the rest of our group comes in as well. We might coordinate stuff, and initially we were doing most of the actual legwork, but now we have so many people that we can rely on to just get things done. Our group is amazing. They are brilliant.
Okay, and just to finish off, what was it like? What was it like? Sophie, you were busy in China.
Yeah, I wasn't able to go.
Engineer.
I missed out on the Prosecco and the nice things, but Becky was there.
How was it? It was amazing. I took my mum. She wasn't expecting it to be a fancy do, but it was. We had a really nice meal, and there was free Prosecco, which was great. And it was it was wonderful to be in the same room as all the other winners. You know, they're very deserving. But there was a video as well of the nomination that we'd had, which was quite a tearjerker. It was amazing to see this.
Well, both of you, Rebecca Spilane and Sophie Cottis-Allan, huge congratulations, and you're doing amazing work, and thank you for finding the time, because obviously it's very precious for the both of you. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you there next year.
Yes.
Well, who knows?
Thank you.
Thank you.